Hey guys, it's Mitchell, and today I want to talk about my first 24 hours with Xiaomi Miui 12.5. This is based on Xiaomi EU. It's a new beta that recently came out, and let's just start with talking about some of the new features. Now, the first one is the approximate location. Now, MIUI 12.5 will come with better location privacy apparently, and it's supposed to let you know when applications are using your current location. This is to better kind of hide your exact location as opposed to sharing your exact location with apps. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is new launcher animations, because this one is going to be pretty apparent. Now, MIUI 12.5 has a bunch of new animations, and if you look at it, the apps seem to be opening and closing out of their specific icons. Take Twitter for instance, it looks like the Twitter app is coming out of the icon. And if you guys are on Twitter, go ahead, give me a follow, link in the description down below. Next thing I want to talk about is the new power menu. This isn't that big of a deal, but we have this new power menu, power off, restart, etc. Little things, but it looks nice. Next up on this list is a revamp to how the volume looks and more granular controls in volume. Now here we have full volume controls. Something that Xiaomi changed recently is that when you adjust the volume, it automatically adjusts it for media playback, not for ringtone, which is nice. And that should have come up for most of you guys in MIUI 12. We have the do not disturb toggle. One of the more interesting things that we'll get into in a second is how a lot of the theming, a lot of the sounds are more nature or animal-esque, which I think is kind of weird. Next up on this list is we have easily convert photos to PDFs within the Xiaomi app directly. This is something I doubt many of you are going to use. Another overall kind of change has been a cleaner, more user-friendly interface. And I don't have any notifications up right now, but they have changed a little bit about how notifications are displayed and how you can go into notifications to make them closer to stock on Android 11. We still have the new updated, very Apple-esque control center, and we can flip it around left or right side depending upon which side you want to swipe from. Personally, I have it on the right side because it's easier for me to reach with my right hand if I'm holding the device in my right hand. Another thing I want to talk about is a new layout to multitasking. Now, this is one that you have to change, but this now makes it look significantly more like iOS and more like stock Android. I'll show you guys how you can change this setting right here. Long press on your home screen, settings, more. And as you can see, we have the classic home screen with app drawer like stock Google, the -1 screen for Google Recover. And there's my tablet. Search bar provided by Google, obviously. Lock, home screen layout, home screen grid size, icons. You can change the size, you can change the style, which is kind of like changing the theme, but now instead of just changing the theme, they have it in a much more kind of minimalistic way. I personally like classic with how this looks. I think it's just a little bit cleaner, a little bit flatter, but you can go ahead, change the icon size, and this has been completely redone. I like the big icons. Arrange items in recent. Now you can choose again, vertically or horizontally. Horizontally makes it much more like stock Android. Vertically, in my opinion, is maybe a little bit better, but just to show you guys, show suggestions, blur app preview. That's all stuff that we've had before. To show you guys a little bit more about the smoothness and cleanness of this, let's go ahead, open up some more apps. Now, along with all of this, Xiaomi is saying that this new version of MIUI is going to be more energy efficient and better for battery life. Now, whether that's because Xiaomi is pushing away or clearing a lot of the apps running in background, I don't know. I've only been using this for 24 hours. And so far, the way this runs and operates is pretty smooth. And it's something that is certainly smoother than what we had before. It definitely makes my device kind of feel faster, especially if you guys pin any of these apps open, or if any of you guys use the Miui optimizations, and I'll show you guys that right here. Special features, Miui Lab, AI preloading on or off. I haven't noticed much of a difference on it. Normally on stock Xiaomi EU, it doesn't allow you to disable it. But overall, a lot of the features, a lot of the enhancements in this update for Miui have been about making it lighter on the system, making it faster for the system to go ahead and process stuff, and making it a better experience for the overall user. And here you guys can see the start or the create PDF. Now, apparently Xiaomi is also going to be rolling out a super resolution mode. This is something that I haven't seen so far in the camera yet, but the camera seems to be fundamentally unchanged. It is worth noting that with Xiaomi EU, we can go ahead and we can have the night mode with the ultra wide camera, which is something I don't think Xiaomi has implemented yet on their regular version of Miui. Now, Xiaomi has also talked about updating a lot of its existing applications that come with Miui and giving less bloatware and allowing you to disable a lot of these system apps. But if you're someone like me, more likely than not, you will disable the stock Xiaomi applications and you will use the Google ones. It's nice not needing to go into a specific ADB application to uninstall or to stop using the calendar. And on top of that, one thing that I wanted to show you that notification just made me think of is all of these new notification sounds and wallpapers. First, let's go into these sounds. Now, notifications, we've got all of these new features, all of these new savanna sounds, hyena sounds, African bush sounds, just way over the top in my opinion. We've got Australia ones, Tasmanian devil ones. We'll go with Tasmanian devil for the rest of the day. But they're just a couple of things that have popped up that ultimately make that overall just kind of make the device feel more natural. If that sounds weird, like notification sounds that just kind of pop up that are like naturey sounds, which in many ways are very nice, but in other ways a little bit odd, I guess you could say. This is one of the settings I wanted to show you guys before. Adjust media sound in multiple apps, multiple audio sources, and speaker control. And this basically allows you to choose a variety of kind of ways that the sound and the notifications work on your device. And for me, having these extra tweaks, I guess you could say, is nice, but it's not really that big of a deal. Now, one thing that Xiaomi talked about a lot that I mentioned before was battery and power. Now, I have been using the device for 54 minutes and we have used up 14% battery. Now, it's worth noting that 8% of that battery usage comes from podcasts and 6% comes from the phone being idle. So although this is a beta build, we're not seeing much in the way of, I guess, battery efficiency right now. And now that we have these here, now's a great time to show you guys some of the new stuff in the notifications. So this is, you just long press on this to open this up. Before you could kind of double tap, and overall this is just a little bit cleaner of a way of dealing with the notifications, if that makes any sense. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this walkthrough of Miui 12.5 on the Xiaomi Mi 10, running Xiaomi EU. Gonna have more videos coming for you guys this week. Gonna have a preview of the Soundpeats True Air 2 headphones. Peace.